Hi, it's Liz from Heal at Home Pet Care, and today we are talking about the fall season and what that change might mean to your pet. So right now it's turning into fall. You can see the leaves are changing, the trees are getting ready, they're storing their resources, the animals are collecting nuts and seeds for the winter, they're getting ready to wind down. There's wind in the air and it might be a little bit drier than usual. So what this might mean to your pet is you might start to see some symptoms of some medical conditions that might be brewing. Or you might see an aggravation of a condition that they already have. In ancient Ayurveda, which is an Indian medical system, or ancient traditional Chinese medicine, they tend to try to balance the body with nature, and as we go through these seasonal changes, the thought is that you are changing your body to be able to cope with these different seasonal changes. So in your pet, some medical things that you might be starting to see, some allergies that might show up as chewing on their feet, chewing a body part or scratching a body part, maybe some anal sac issues, maybe some ear scratching. It's also in traditional Chinese medicine, this is the time of year for the lung and large intestine to go out of balance. So you might start to see some allergy symptoms develop as more asthma, coughing, you might see some nasal discharge. As far as gastrointestinal issues, you might see some constipation, some maybe refusal of food that your pet typically eats, or they might start eating some grass outside and they may vomit that up or they may not. And they're trying to soothe their system. Their body is changing with the season and they're trying to get ready for the change in season by doing these things. If your pet has any ligament or tendon problems, you might just see that as maybe an increase in arthritis or some kind of joint issue. You might see some neurological issues developing or being aggravated. If you have an older pet, they might seem a little spacier, and that's the agitation in the wind. There's an airy, spacey quality at this time of year. So you might also see some dry skin, and towards the end of the season, you might see an increase in mucus. So maybe some coughing and some mucus from the nose or from eye discharge. And mucus actually can be a good thing. You don't want the system to dry out. The mucus is there to protect the system from external pathogens and from external conditions. So that mucus is good, but if it's excessive, you might want to have that checked out. So some easy things that you can do to help your pet ease their transition into the season. Simple diet changes or additions to the diet. You can start adding things like apple, pumpkin, winter squashes. Those are foods that are available right now, and they are help to the GI system. So they can help with the gut and internal flora change for the season, and it can help regulate the intestinal system. Some other things you can do are adding moisture to the diet. So if your pet is on a kibble-only diet, you might want to think about changing that. Increasing moisture, less processed foods. If you can cook for your pet, you might want to consult with a nutritionist, but if you can cook for them for part of their diet, add some moisture. You can also add omega-3 fatty acids, and that comes in the form of fish, so maybe some canned sardines once a week. Make sure that they're in water. Or you can add a supplement of omega-3s. There are some good quality brands that you can buy out there. You can also add some flaxseed to their meal. That's not as high in omega-3s, but it does add omega-3 fatty acids. And you want to also ease them into this transition by changing their routine a little bit. So the days are shorter. You want to start winding down at night. So if you're up and agitated or watching TV or on your cell phone, your pet is getting those same cues. And cell phones, TVs, computers, they all have a blue light that comes from them that is not natural for us to be looking at night, and it changes the melatonin production in your brain. So that can cause more agitation at night. Then if you have an older pet, you might see more pacing at night. So shutting down for the night, winding down, maybe taking a little walk and then just sitting and reading, or just being a little calmer at night, and that will help change your pet's routine also. So I hope these tips help. I hope you are getting some peace of mind from these little tips, and I look forward to seeing you in the next season. So enjoy your fall, and please let me know if you have any comments or questions. See you soon.